Hi, I'm Teryl with TerylLoy.com. I'm back to show you our newest templates, teardrops. They have 4 different sizes for you to play with. Let's start by just making a simple flower with them and show you what they're about. I'm going to use the 1.5 inch or the inside teardrop for the first one. This particular template makes a 1.5 and a 4.5 teardrop. Those dimensions refer to the diameter at the widest portion. So this one is 1.5 inch diameter right here. And then when we use the outside edge, it'll be a 4.5. The second template has the 2.5 and a 5.5. So that gives us the 4 sizes. Okay, so let's start. I pre-marked this, but I'll show you quickly what I did. I just, again, used one of the stencils and just quickly marked my center with chalk, and I marked a few of the legs with chalk. If I was in a block, block on a quilt, I wouldn't even bother to use this. I would just grab my ruler, chalk my diameters, and probably go. And if I wanted to be real exact, I might put in the crosshairs. But you can still see those chalk lines faintly. I've already rubbed them a few times, so they're starting to lift a little bit. But they're good enough that we can see them for this. I have my grip tape on, so she's nice and stiff. And I also have my extended base plate on. So let's go. Start with the center point, drop on down right in the middle of my chalk. There's a little dot there, I can see it, but I'm guessing the camera can't pick it up. Do a couple little secures there. I'm gonna load it onto the foot through the slot. And I do have my ruler foot on now. For you Nova owners, I am using 1/4 inch right now. Just mix it up a little bit, but I have my ruler foot on, so it works just fine. If I had my ordinary foot on my Innova, I probably would opt to use 3/8 inch thick template, which I offer both. All right, off we go. Very simple. Move it. But I tell you, this and those melon flowers are probably the easiest thing to do in the world of quilting and templates. Oops, no, I got it. I thought I drifted off my center a little bit there, but she'll work. Take her off, cut, and there we have it. It's also pretty cute when you lay these on top of each other. Do a great big one, lay a little one on top, you get all sorts of fun stuff going. I do want to show you a couple petals of this one I started earlier where I used the outside edge, because there's just a couple considerations I want to show you. As you probably know, when you go around the outside edge of a point on any template, you get a round curve. You do not get a point. You get a point on the inside, but you don't get a point on the outside. So we have to manage this a little bit. Not hard, and in fact it turned out to be simpler than I even guessed. I'm just going to come back in here, secure my thread where I was working before. And I have a chalk line still that I can see. I'm going to line up those edge lines on that chalk line. So it turns out, since I'm starting and stopping right here, it was very easy to manage this point. I didn't have to worry about it. Okay, but the other consideration is when we pass the opening. I get this feedback a lot on the circles and the ovals. There's not much we can do about it on those. On the inside, we didn't have an issue with it on this template, but on the outside, we will. It's really not that hard. When you get to there, just go slow and think about it. Just think about doing a straight line. Don't think so much about resting firmly against your template as you drive past the opening. Your other trick, especially if your foot's a little small, you might go to a bigger stitch size. When you have small stitches like these are 11 stitches an inch. you tend to see the divot more. If you had longer stitches, it would take fewer stitches to go by there. But at any rate, well, let's go by with the 11 and see what we get. So off we go. So I'm going to go slow by there, and I'm going to really think about just going straight right by him. See, and I don't get the little bump. Well, it looks like I pulled away a hair, but that's okay. I'll take that. And then just come into your point. As you're coming in, forget about the template point because you don't want to go around it and get that curve. Just head to your center of your flower. So let's do another one. We'll try one more. Line her up on that line. And this time I'll go this way so we can pull forward on that opening. Since we are on the outside, at some point I have to pick my hand up so I gotta be careful to reposition, but with that grip tape on there, it's not an issue. Okay, so here we are. I slow down and I'm just gonna go straight by the opening and then come on in. See, I did it again. I'm thinking about it so much I waved it. But it's better than getting that real divot that goes inside there. All right, should we try another one? Maybe I'll do three's a charm here. Maybe I'll get on the third one. Okay, but at any rate, those are such minor deviations, nobody is going to care about that. So as you can see, we can make a whole garden of some teardrop flowers. I hope you have fun with these. Let me know how it goes. I always appreciate your feedback.